Thank you, Philips Futures. So, whoops, is there a show my screen button, Sri?
Yes, let me just give you sharing rights right now.
Yes, thank you. Okay, come on. Okay, so can you see that? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, friends of Philip Futures and friends of Trading Central. I'm Ming Lam of Trading Central Hong Kong office. Well, this is not my first time to share my views on the market here with Philip Futures. So maybe this is not the first time you listen to me. For today's event, don't worry, it will not be a very long and tedious one. So today I have prepared some indices, major stock indices, and 10 to 13 US major stocks. Okay, as we has said, we have some teleco big names. We have some cyclical big names. Okay, so it is my sincere wish that I can my webinar today could be of usage to you. It is my sincere wish that I can provide you some different angles to look at the markets, look at the stocks, or I can bring up some news stories that you may have missed. Okay, at the end of the webinar, I will also show you a secret weapon, okay, a secret tool which you have already got, and but you may not have noticed. It is about the news, okay, how we traders, how we analysts look at news. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now US stocks. Okay, now this is a Dow Jones Industrial Average, the major blue chip US stocks indices. This is up to date. This chart is updated till yesterday. Okay, this is the most updated chart we have. As you can see, we have is higher lows. We can see. Okay, should be one more higher low. Okay, this is a very bullish pattern, and you can see the index is around the record high. So we cannot be bearish on this one. We cannot. Okay, now how about the next one? This is the Nasdaq 100 index. It's mainly about the tech stock. Look at this, very brutal. At the start, in February and in the early part of March, the market just reverse course to the downside. While, as you could see as before, the Dow Jones Industrial remain very bullish. Okay, so you ask me if we are still bearish on technical stock, bearish on Nasdaq 100 index. I can see at the moment not very bearish. Okay, if now maybe some friends with Trading Central may have noticed our charts terminology. This is the blue line is a pirate point. Now, if the price is above the blue line, this blue line is a pirate point, is a key support. Okay, as long as this price is above this blue line, we are bullish on the index. At the moment, we well, after the recent rebound of the technical stocks, we are not bearish on this one. Well, we can talk about this later. All right. Now, why you can see a bearish channel appear in the tech stock in the Nasdaq 100 index in February and early part of March? This is the main culprit. It is the main cause. This is the US 10-year Treasury yield. We are seeing higher and higher yield. Well, the yield is now at 1 year high. Okay, you can see this bullish channel has been broken up. The 10-year Treasury yield has broken up this bullish channel. Okay, we say this is an acceleration to the upside. As you can see, this thin red line is, as you may know, this is the 20-day moving average. The 20-day moving average is still supporting the 10-year Treasury yield. And what are we target? Well, 2.02% is the market norm, is the market prediction widely at the moment. Okay, I think 2% will be easily attained. Okay, that is, we are expecting inflation to increase, and you will ask, why higher yield will press the stocks, particularly those technology stocks, lower and lower in February and March? Well, higher yield, it means that it will lead investor to think about the valuation of those tech stocks. As you can see later when I show you some technical stocks, their valuation are quite high, and well, in contrast to the cyclical blue chip stock, the technical stock are in a very rich, we can say rich valuation. So whenever the yield, interest rates, they expect interest rate to go up as well, they think the high valuation of those technical stock could not be sustained. Okay, it should come down. Therefore, you can see those tech stock tumble in February and March. All right. Now, let's look at some APAC index. It is Australia. When you compare this with the US blue chip stock Dow Jones Industrial Average, it is not very bullish compared with the US stocks. Okay. Next one, we have Singapore. Well, out of my surprise, I'm really impressed with Singapore STI, Straits Times Index. It has been doing very well. I can say very well. It keeps staying on the upside these days. This blue arrow means a bullish gap. That is, the price just jumped on the next day, and you can see that this gap, we call it a bullish gap going up, has never been refilled. That is, the price has not been coming down to fill this gap. So at the moment, we are very bullish on this Singapore stock index. All right. So you can see these are horizontal line. Green one means upside target. Okay, red one means support. Okay, support. There is it will, or you can say downside target. Okay, at the moment we are looking up at those green horizontal line. Okay. How about Japan? Well, Japan is a little bit disappointing these days. Just several weeks before, we got a news and many news stories about the Nikkei 225 has returned to the 30,000 mark. It is very significant. The 30,000 mark was a very significant mark for the Japan Nikkei 225 index. They say it is the first time in 30 years, 30 years, it returned to such a high level. However, we do not see any follow through after the breaking 30,000 points. As you can see here, we have these two green circles. Okay, it is a bearish technical pattern. if you are studying technical analysis, you will see this is called a double top. Okay, what is a double top pattern? The index is rising, very nice, right? Very nice. And then it get into a top. Okay, it consolidate and then get to the top again, and then it retreat again. Then we say this is a double top pattern, bearish. So at the moment, we are not very bullish on this Japanese stocks index. As you can see, maybe you know, Japan has been hit very hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, very hard. They just left the emergency status, well, maybe a week ago. Okay, and well, it could dampen the market sentiment. Okay, so at the moment, we are not very bullish on Japanese stocks. Okay, how about my hometown Hong Kong? Not better. You can see now. In another pattern, we call this a head and shoulder pattern. Also, just like the previous one on Nikkei 225, it is a reversal pattern. In Nikkei 225, we have a double top reversal pattern. That is, it could be bullish and then it turned bearish. And this one, Hong Kong Hang Seng Index, we call it a head and shoulder. This is the head, and we have two shoulders. And then at the end, the index is coming down. Okay, also a reversal pattern. We reverse from bullish to bearish, and you can see now, as technical analysts, we always look at some very important indicator or overlay, we can say. This is particularly the daily moving average. This thin red line is 20-day moving average, and this thin blue line is 50-day moving average. Whenever we see the shorter day moving average cross below the longer day one, now we have the 20-day crossing below the 50-day one, it is a bullish sign. So you can see we have a head and shoulder reversal pattern, and then we have 20-day MA moving below, cross below the 50-day MA, very bearish. Okay, at the same time, we can see the index, the price of the index remain captured by the 20-day moving average. Okay, we could not be bullish. Okay, we are looking, well, we expect it, maybe it could pull back to its previous low and then got lower. Okay, this is Hong Kong Stock Index. Okay, now we go back to our main character today, US stocks. I want to discuss with you several factors that are affecting and pushing the stock markets in the US these days. Okay, let me know if you know some other factors, but this one, I hope I can provide some information to you that you may have missed. All right. Now, of course, the pandemic. I have just got the news that President Joe Biden of the US has announced that 90% of US adults will get vaccine before April 19th. Okay, it is a good sign. You can see that vaccination progress is accelerating. Okay, whenever we have news that the pandemic is relieving and the vaccination is increasing, accelerating, it is a good sign, because people expect the economic recovery will come soon. Okay. Okay, it's tied. Well, this year or so has been economic recovery has been tied so entirely to the pandemic. And we can see that well, last Thursday we have the first time jobless claim has come down a lot. Okay, it is also a good sign. Hey, this one, 1.9 trillion. Remember, a big T. Okay, a big T, trillion stimulus package, and has been implemented already. And now people are receiving each US citizens is receiving $1,400 check. Okay, and let me remind you, this is not the last one, not the last package, and we are having another one. It's called infrastructure plan. Look at this. It is 3 trillion, a big T, another big T. Okay. It is widely reported that Joe Biden, president, will announce this plan later today, Wednesday, right? So watch closely and see if it will give some support to the market sentiment, to the market index. Okay, and they are going to build a lot of roads, a lot of bridges, this and that. Okay, 3 trillion, not a small number. Okay, as you can see, the rising Treasury yield is tied together with the central banks, Federal Reserve's quantitative easing. Okay, people will ask, you will ask, I will ask, where does this money, 1.9 trillion big T, 3.0 trillion big T dollars come from? Okay, quantitative easing. Okay, that leads to inflation expectation. Okay, another point of view, another angle, I want you to have to also, starting today, look at this, look at the matter from this angle, capital flows. Okay, if you say, okay, U.S. market has been hitting record, okay, record high, 33,000 Dow Jones, 33,000 points of Dow Jones. So at this point, it will come back, pull back, consolidation, this and that. But let me ask you one question: where else money will go? Okay, if they are departing, if the money departs from U.S. stock market, okay, where will it go? To the European markets, to Asian markets, to Middle East markets? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. So think about it. Now, let's talk about some sector. Okay, this chart I prepared for you to let you have a look at some sector. We call it sector rotation, sector performance. These are stock sectors performance for the past 6 months. As you can see now, in fact, this is ETF. These are ETFs. Okay, XLE is a very popular ETF on E. E mean energy stocks. XLF, F means financial stocks. Okay, we have SPX. This is a S&P 500. XLK, this ETF, K for what? For technology. You can see for the past 6 months, energy stocks have been up 63%, financial stocks 42%. However, technology stocks have been underperforming even the S&P 500. Okay, still it have got a gain of 11% for the past 6 months. So this gives you a big picture, which ones are doing well and which ones are lagging behind. Okay, Now we move forward. Yeah, I think you starting from here, you will be very you will pay more attention and you will be more excited. Now, first of all, I have to point out that today I have 10 to 13 US stocks to talk about. Okay, they are of some well, some big point. That is, they are having good trends. Okay, either uptrend or downtrend, and they have interesting stories. I picked them because they have some well, market moving stories for the past months or several months. Okay, and of course you can trade them. Why? They could be found in Phillips Futures CFD list. Okay, if you want to trade Tesla, you will find Tesla CFD in Phillips Futures platform. Okay, so let's get started. Well, Tesla, you can see it in February in last year, it just had a roller coaster ride last year. It dropped from 900 and then back to 900 at the start of this year, and then now it is down again. Currently, we cannot be bullish. As you can see, all these technical indicators are pointing to a bearish outlook, a bearish bias. Okay, so you ask me when will you well, reverse your view on Tesla, and you will say, hey, come on, Tesla is doing well again. This one, $728. Whenever it return to this key resistance, okay, key resistance, we turn our view short term, but not now. Okay, not now. And also you can see this on the second half of this chart. You can see RSI. This is a RSI indicator. Whenever the indicator is below 50, it shows a lack of upward momentum. Okay, when a stock lacks upward momentum, you are not going to buy it at the moment. or well, you want to buy some, you want to try your hand. Don't be so greedy. Don't make a very big position. Okay, so this is our current view, technical. Okay, now I want to give you some fundamental story. Now, when we look at the charts, we are doing technical analysis. When we look at this basic information, we are doing some fundamental analysis. Okay, now I have to remind you, Tesla's PE valuation is 850. That means its current price is equals to 850 years of earning. Okay, and of course, Tesla's the chief is called Elon Musk, very famous person on the planet. Okay, the latest news about Tesla is Bitcoin. Now, I don't know whether you are familiar with cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or not, but let me talk a little bit about it, because as a market analyst, I cannot just leave this topic untouched, because it is our observation that this cryptocurrency Bitcoin is getting a bigger impact on the market. So what is Bitcoin have some business to do with Tesla? Well, Elon Musk has just said that you can buy a Tesla car, electric car, very expensive, right? With Bitcoin. Okay, using Bitcoin to pay the bill. And this is a huge news for the company and as well as for Bitcoin. And also some people do not notice that Elon Musk also said that when Tesla got your Bitcoins, they are not going to sell it. They will hold it. Okay, they will hold it. And this gives you an insight into how this smart guy, at least he's smarter than myself, right? How this smart guy is viewing Bitcoin or viewing cryptocurrency as a whole. Okay, if you're interested, I hope you can also get some more information about these news stories. Okay, at the same time, Cathie Wood, do you know who Cathie Wood is? This lady is the CEO of ARK Investment Management. They have launched a lot of ETFs. Okay, and most of them are related to technology. And these ETFs under ARK investment, they score big last year, 2020. When you look at those order, the list of ETF that were doing the top ETF last year, the top several ones are under ARK. Okay, so Cathie Wood, this lady say, she is expecting Tesla share price to reach 3,000 in 2025. That's 4 years later. Okay, so I hope this will, well, you get some insight in this story. If you're interested, go ahead and get some more details. All right, so this is our view currently on Tesla. Okay, next one. Most of you are very familiar, and even maybe you are holding at the moment a device or two in your hands. Apple. Okay, Apple. Sorry. Currently we are not bullish. We are bearish on this one because you can see we call this reversal pattern. It is lower high. Okay, it make a high, drop, and then make a high, but lower high, and drop again, and high, and this high is lower than the previous high. Lower highs and lower lows, and not very good. Not very good. We are just like Tesla. For the moment, we cannot be bullish on this one. So any fundamental one. Well, in fact, Apple currently, the current price valuation is 32. It is about the aggregate PE of S&P 500. Okay. As usual, there are rumors that this Apple will push out some new products, new iPad Pro, new Apple Watch, Apple TV, so this and this. Every time these news stories, these kinds of news stories of new products will help to push up share price. Okay, but in fact, I want to remind you that apart from making new product, launching new products, Apple has acquired 25 artificial intelligence AI startup in the past 5 years. Okay, and you have to know that technical company nowadays, they have a lot of strategy, tactics behind, just like Tesla we talk about. They are eyeing Bitcoin, the Bitcoin strategy, and now Apple is very actively acquiring AI startups. Okay, artificial intelligence. You know what? At the end of this webinar, I'm going to to introduce to you a product which is also an AI product. All right. Okay, this is our view on Apple. Amazon. All right, and same at the moment. Lower highs, and could not be bullish for the moment. Take a look at its PE is over 70. It's rather high. Okay, our average PE for S&P 500 is 32. Okay, once before, as you can see, its share price hit a record high because during the pandemic era, this online retail company, this giant, is a major play. We call it a stay-at-home play. Okay, and whatever related to stay-at-home, work from home, their product can support stay-at-home, work from home. Well, they can do the best in share price. Okay. At the same time, apart from online retail, you have to know that Amazon is also a dominant force in cloud computing. Okay. They have well, cloud computing platform that let a lot of company using the cloud computing. Okay. Also, they are doing some artificial intelligence project. Okay. And of course, do you know that they are also doing driverless driving? Okay, a lot of projects on hand. However, as a technical analyst, I can see that at the moment the technicals indicators are not very smart, not very good. Well, when the share price return to 3,230, let me know. Maybe I will change my view. All right. So this is Amazon. Okay, let's see. We go to another big name, Netflix. Okay. Well, we have a consolidation period here, and at the end of the consolidation, it comes down. Okay. Okay. So those telecos, 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average are pointing down at the moment, and you can see RSI is still below 50. I don't recommend well, getting bullish at this moment for these Netflix stocks. Why? Telecos and also fundamentals. PE valuation is over 60. Okay. Well, in fact, it is the biggest subscription video streaming platform. However, you have to know that it is not the only one. It is not doing monopoly business. We have Amazon, we have Disney Plus. Disney Plus is very aggressive, is coming up. Okay, we have HBO, CBC, something like this. Okay, not a monopoly business, and you can see competition from all angles. Okay, and also maybe you are now more familiar than I am. We can see lower highs. Okay, we have to until the stock price gets back to 540 US dollar, we are still bearish. Okay, and be careful. If it return to its previous low at around 490, it could accelerate down to 460. Okay, so you will ask, hey Ming, you are so bearish. You're so bearish on technical stocks. Anyone that we can buy, anyone that we can look bullish, we can be bullish at the moment. Next one. Okay, Facebook. Okay, Facebook PE is 28, not very high, and well, it marked a record high around 308 US dollar last year, last August. Okay, since then it is well, playing choppy, very choppy, volatile pattern, and not a very concrete trend until recently. You can see now the 20-day moving average has crossed above before the the previous several stocks, you can see the 20-day moving average is crossing below the 50-day one. But for Facebook, this one is crossing above. It is a bullish sign, okay? And you can see the 20-day moving average is supporting share price recently. So our view is it can at least go back to its record high at around 308. Okay. Hey, mind you, there's another story about Facebook. They are going to launch a cryptocurrency, Diem. Okay, before it was called Libra. Okay, so you see, Facebook, and I think Twitter will also do this, is a media platform, social media platform. They are not just a platform to let you say hi to your old friends, to your mom and pop living far away. They are a platform that will enable you to do some business. Okay, so we are seeing that social media companies, they are very actively engaged in launching cryptocurrency that could be widely used on their platform. Okay, so this is a trend that you have to pay attention before we talk about Tesla, right? Tesla is receiving can receive Bitcoin for payment for their electric cars. Okay, now we have Facebook. They are going to launch this year, just right this year. They will launch a cryptocurrency Diem that could be used over their platform. And also another company called PayPal. You can check after this seminar that PayPal is now accepting a payment, Bitcoin, Ether, well, all this cryptocurrency as payment when you buy things through PayPal. Okay, even PayPal will allow you to buy Bitcoin on their platform. So this subject is inevitable. Okay, you have to face it. Trader, investor, all we have to face it and think about it. Okay, some more about Facebook. You know what? WhatsApp that maybe you're using every day belongs to Facebook, and there are news stories saying that WhatsApp is going to handle payments. Okay, this is a big trend. This is well, big trend. Nobody can stop. All right. Now, Facebook is the tech stock that the only tech stock that I could feel bullish. I could keep bullish in today's recommendation. Okay, so let's move on. Now, also I missed this one. Intel, it is a semiconductor making a chip maker. We call it a chip maker. Well, within the technical division, there are many sectors. Well, Facebook is the social media, and Apple is the consumer products. Okay, now Intel belongs to a much bigger category, semiconductor sector. Semiconductor. Well, you can see it is doing quite well. Okay, we call this a bullish channel. It keeps for year to date, it has been trading within a bullish channel. Okay, PE is not high, and well, it has a very aggressive plan. They will build 2 chip plants in Arizona State in the US. Okay, spending 20 billion. Okay, they want to be the top chip maker in the US and Europe. There are also very serious competition in the chip making sector. For example, we have Taiwan Semiconductor. We have Samsung. Samsung is also making chips in Asia. So now this US company Intel say, hey, I will be the top one in the US and Europe, and it will, well, expand its factory expand its capacity to fight competition. Okay. Well, for this year, it expect earning per share to be 4.55, a little bit lower than analyst estimates because well, it has a big capacity expenditure for these plans. Okay, so on technical side and also on fundamental side, Intel, we are bullish at the moment. All right. Now, let me see. We are going to some cyclical stocks in the US. JPMorgan Chase. As you can see, we are bullish. Why? Just like, do you still remember the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index that I introduced to you about 10 minutes ago? Higher lows. Okay, these are higher lows. It means you can you can feel secure to be bullish on this one, on technical side, okay, on technical analysis. Remind you, its PE is 17. Okay, just a week or so before, it hit a record high around 161.70 cents. Okay, banks. Well, in contrast to technical stock, bank share price, they would like to see higher treasury yields, higher interest rate, because these higher interest rates will lead to their net interest margin to widen, and therefore their profit will widen. Okay, this is the rule of the game at the moment. Plus, you know what? Just a few days ago, the U.S. Central Bank, Federal Reserve, allowed large banks to resume dividend rise. The large banks can now increase dividends and even buy back their stocks. These both factors are very, very bullish for share price. Okay, there's no wonder we see this JPMorgan Chase hit a record high a week or so before. Okay, for the moment, we say whenever this stock trades above $143 US, we remain to be bullish and look for, well, up to $170. Okay, so JPMorgan Chase, another bank, because the banks are doing quite well these days, I want to talk some more about banks. I hope you will like it. Now, you may know it better than I do. They have higher lows, okay? Higher lows, very bullish at the moment. And I think it has hit a record high a week or so before also. Yeah, around 40 US dollar, okay? Very bullish at the moment. Just like JPMorgan Chase, it hit a record high, and then it stayed around not far away from the record high. Well, it's at the same time, it is just like the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the blue chip stock index. Okay, but banks, I have one look for you for bank, because same thing, cryptocurrency. So you are seeing banks, well, getting more and more getting involved in cryptocurrency. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. They have to do it. Okay, they have to do it. Otherwise, they will lag behind. Well, I can say JPMorgan, for example. Well, some times ago they say Bitcoin is something that will not last. Okay, but recently they have changed their tone, and well, more and more banks are getting involved in cryptocurrency, and I hope you, if you're interested in banks, bank shares, you have to also study what the cryptocurrency market is. Okay, so this is my point. Okay, next one, Boeing. Good. This is recently doing very well. We are seeing an uptrend. Okay. Boeing. It has some not very good news for the past 1 or 2 years regarding those 737 jet accidents. Okay, in fact, it make losses in 2019 and even last year, 2020. Okay, when we were deep in the pandemic, in the COVID-19 pandemic, well, nobody travel on airplane, nobody, well, taking vacation, taking airplane. Well, Boeing, just like other airline company, just went to the south side. Okay, they dropped a lot, they lost a lot, but now it is recovering. Okay, and as you can see, we have US official data showing that airline passengers are increasing in fact. Okay, this stocks is also a recovery stock, recovery play, we say. Okay, we have to watch pandemic development and the vaccination progress, something like this. And one more point, if you like to play this Boeing stock, you have to watch one very important factor, the US-China relation. Okay, well, whenever it happened before, whenever US and China, the US and China are in some form of argument, the Chinese will always say, hey, come on, I'm not going to buy you Boeing, I'm not going to order Boeing aircraft, I will go to Airbus, I buy Airbus, not you, something like this. Okay, so it is interesting, and currently we do not see a very, in fact, not a very good Chinese-US relationship these days. Okay, one more point, Boeing is an aircraft company, right? 50%. Boeing, at the same time, you have to know that it is a defense company. It developed fighter jets and other defense systems. Whenever you see some geopolitical unrest, war, mini wars, something like this, it will turn to be a defense stocks. So not be surprised if you see some conflicts within the region, geopolitical tension, and Boeing share price will rise. Okay, so this is another angle of view that I hope you have. Okay. Okay, I hope you are not bored. All right. Caterpillar, the yellow machine, the yellow crane, yellow bulldozer you see everywhere in construction site. Very bullish. It is still currently now it is trading within a bullish channel. Okay, we are bullish on this one. Okay, record high is around 238. Okay, year to date, I have marked here for you for reference. Year to date, it has risen 26%. How about S&P 500? Year to date, S&P has just gained 6%. So this one, Caterpillar, we say is outperforming the market. Okay, and mind you, as I mentioned before at the start of the webinar, President Joe Biden will announce a $3 trillion infrastructure plan tonight. Okay, see if Caterpillar will break its record. Okay, I think so. All right. 3M, industrial conglomerate. It has a lot of sectors. Okay, it operates in different sectors. How is it doing? Well, very well. It has just broken above the upper boundary of a bullish channel. Okay, this is a very bullish side, in fact. Okay, you see the RSI is above 50 and 67. We call it, it is showing an upward momentum for the stock. All right, 3M. Year to date, it is up 11% versus the S&P 6%, still outperforming the market. Okay. Wow, it's a good news. It has exceeded pre-pandemic high. Okay, it has returned to the high seen before the pandemic. Okay, not bad. And in fact, this company has just undergone a operational restructuring. It has restructured, streamlined some departments, some segments. But this one has a lot. Is operating in quite a number of segments. So whenever some problem in segment, for example, healthcare segment have some trouble, the company may have some trouble. For example, recently we have some chips shortage for cars, for car making, and then its auto-related segment of 3M will also be affected. At the same time, this you have to take into consideration that rising raw material costs will also impact the company. Okay, but meanwhile, I hope you enjoy the bullish ride of this one. Okay. Also tonight, the 3 trillion infrastructure plan will also support this stock price. Okay. Okay, Pfizer, pharmaceutical drug company. Okay, so you think that the worldwide countries around the world are buying vaccines. Okay, so this must be earning good money, right? Let's see. On technical, it is good. It has just rebounded from a recent low. Okay, technical is good, but it has slumped over 21% from peak. So if you bought from the peak at the peak price, you have to have a very strong stomach or strong heart. Okay, so in fact, the company has raised its profit guidance this year. Okay, and we can see that why I say its technical is good. You can see the 20-day moving average has crossed above the 50-day one, and also share price is above both 20 and 50-day moving average. Okay, and well, just like in all industry sectors, it is facing competition. Well, you say your vaccines is not monopoly. Okay, we have other companies just like Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. They are also producing vaccines. Okay, they are also supplying the world. Okay, and so have a look. But on technical side, we say it could rebound with a target at $38 on the upside. Okay. Okay, this one, Walt Disney. Well, it is quite a surprise to me. It made a record high back in earlier this month. However, it is now reversing down to the downside. We call it a swing. It swing from the upper Bollinger Band. This is the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, this upper red line, and then swing back to the lower Bollinger Band. Okay, we call it the lower Bollinger Band. Well, in theory, okay, 95% of trades will be taking place between these two Bollinger Bands. Okay, this is a technical analysis knowledge. Okay, 95%. Whenever you see share price crossing above the upper band or drop below the lower band, it is out of the 95% chance. Okay, and for the moment, we see that this one is tracing along the lower Bollinger Band. Not good, not good. Therefore, although it make a record high not long ago, for the moment, we say we are not as bullish as before. At the same time, you can see the RSI, which point to the momentum of the stock, is trending lower. Okay, it's kept by a declining trend line. Not good. Okay. So it operates theme park. Whenever we say Walt Disney, you think about the theme park, Mickey Mouse, something like this, right? And one thing you have to get into mind is that this Walt Disney also operates a very, very important segment called Disney Plus streaming services. Okay, just like Netflix. Okay, just like Netflix. Now it has registered over 150 million subscribers. Okay, I think the price make a record high not long ago. The Disney Plus just make a very, very big contribution. Okay, but now we can see the technicals are not quite bullish. Okay, at the same time we can see that various analysts are downgrading this stock. Okay, so we have also get to know what other analysts, what other investors are thinking about this stock. Okay, we have seen lately a lot of downgrades. Okay, therefore at the moment we could not be very bullish on this one. Okay, now this is Walt Disney, and these are the 13 stocks that I want to share with you today, and we have some conclusion which I want to share with you, and after that I will go to a secret weapon market buzz. Okay, now conclusion. You ask me, Ming, are you still tech stocks will be pressed by, well, we have rallying bond yields. 10-year Treasury Yield are going to 2%, no doubt. And do you think that the tech stocks will get depressed? Okay, will continue to be under pressure? We have to study as we did before. We have to study case by case. Some stocks we are not bullish at the moment, but some, just like the semiconductor stocks, Intel, they are doing very well. All right. Okay. Second, cyclical stocks continue to benefit from the sector rotation. That is, investor will dump the technical stocks and get into the cyclical stock, bank, industrial, just like Caterpillar, Boeing, something like this. Yes, we are seeing this trend. It is ongoing. It's ongoing. And again, we have to look at the stocks case by case. For example, Walt Disney, we are not bullish at the moment. Okay, there are many factors affecting the stock market. Hey, today I talk about the technical analysis. I talk about the fundamental analysis. You know what? They are just part of your. They should be just parts of your analysis. You, as a smart trader and investor, you have to know one thing. I want to talk about is you have to know what the world is doing, what is happening in the world. Okay, you got to know. And for example, as I said, do you know that the US, China is they are not in very good terms lately? All right, it will affect Boeing, good or bad. And do you know that cryptocurrency, crypto sector is getting bigger and bigger, and this traditional company, tech stocks or cyclical stock, bank stock, they could not ignore. They could not ignore cryptocurrency. They could not ignore Bitcoin. Okay, this is the area you have to spend some time on also. Okay, so let me know what you what you want to discuss, we can discuss today here. Or if you want some more stocks that you want me to share with you, let me know. We can talk about them in the next webinar. So don't go away. Don't go away. I'm going to share with you a very very powerful tool that we are using. And you know what? You also have these powerful tools that you may have missed or you don't know you have. Well, this is Philips Future MT5. Well, this is a platform you are using. I'm going to share with you a very powerful news reading. That is, you can just sit before your computer or just screen around your handphone, and you will know what the market sentiment is about a particular market, a particular currency, a particular stock. Okay, let me show you. Do you see that? Can you see that? Okay, now I do it one more time. It is on your MT5 platform. Okay, you click Trading Central and click OK, Market Buzz. All right. Okay, here we go. Now we have different universe. We have currency, cryptos, commodities, index, and stock. Of course, today we're talking about stocks. We go to stocks. Okay. What is this? What is this Market Buzz? Simply, very easy. It is an AI product. Okay. Well, you can have it free of charge. An AI product. It reads news, all news around the world, all news on the market. Okay. Even some comment on social media platform. You don't have to do it. A Market Buzz does it for you. Okay. Now look at this. We are talking about US stocks. Okay. Now I click US. Okay, 24 hours. It means we have news. This Market Buzz is reading news for the past 24 hours. You can sell it to last 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. Okay, look at 24 hours. These circles are big one. Big one means there are a lot of stories, news stories, social media postings about this company. For example, Apple. Okay, you see, we click into Apple. What do you see? One thing we have to check: sentiment. Sentiment. Okay, it will analyze for you what these news stories, what these social media posts talking about Apple. We focus on one thing. For me, as an analyst, monitoring the market every day, we look at the sentiment. Okay, you can see orientation 87% is good. Okay, so it means when they talk about Apple, most are positive. Most of the stories about Apple in the past 24 hours are positive. All right, and it is your choice to go further into those stories in details or not. For me, no. I will stop here. I will say, oh, Apple is having a very good volume of news. It has very good sentiment, orientation at the moment. Okay, I will check the price movement of Apple, and that's it. I won't spend any more time on individual news stories unless I really want to. Okay, now this one is which you are having, and maybe you haven't noticed it. So from now on, just play around this, and I hope it will help you to make some very sound investment decision. Okay, if you have any question about this one, you can ask me or you can ask your Philips Futures personnel. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about today. Do you have any questions?
Hey Ming, we've got lots of questions on specific stocks and views, market-related views. Market-related questions.
Yeah.
Nothing on market buzz at the moment.
No problem. Yeah, let me know.
All right. Do you want to take some questions, Ming?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. The first one is from Johnny. Johnny is asking, we have 10-year bond yields and they're expected to reach 2%, but you are not too bearish on Nasdaq. Can you explain?
Yes, thank you for your question. Capital flow. Well, when we are going to 2%, it means we are going to have inflation expectation getting higher. This scenario has, well, it was played in February. For me, it was played in February and March. Whenever you see this kind of well, I can say analysis. Okay, you say, hey, yields are coming up and stock index should be coming down. If you equate it, if you make an equation between these two things, rising yields and falling index, sometimes you will get into trouble. I don't expect that the going forward Nasdaq will be tumbling under higher yields. Well, you have to look at, as I mentioned before, capital flow. Think about the capital will flow to the US or to other place, or if it get into US, what kind of asset it is getting into, and also, as I said, these technology tech stocks, they are not pure tech stock anymore. Tesla, they are playing with Bitcoin. Facebook, they are eyeing launching a cryptocurrency. There are many things, many secret strategy behind these tech stocks. Okay, we cannot just take a traditional view or traditional method, fundamental analysis method to view this tech stock anymore. Look at the new things. Okay. Yes. Next question.
All right. Okay. The next question is, what's your view on rising U.S. tax?
Rising U.S. tax. You mean tax?
This question is from Keen. He's asking, what's your view on rising U.S. tax? I'm not sure if you meant interest rates, like the question is tax.
Oh, tax. Yes. Unfortunately, yes, I agree with this. This gentleman has a very. I have the same view as him on taxes. U.S. people are going to pay higher tax, no doubt. That's why people like Donald Trump. Maybe Donald Trump cut tax, and now Biden get into position. Taxes should be on the rise. But for this fundamental problem, I don't look at it as a major impact for stock price. You know, we are getting inflation expectation rising, and investor will move money into the stock market. Even the companies are under are bullied by higher tax. But you know what? They are getting asset. They are eyeing more movable, more mobile asset. Stocks are mobile assets, which investor likes. Okay, so I don't think this fundamental term, higher tax, will affect stocks very much. Thank you.
All right, the next question is, how far are we at the bottom for tech stocks? Do you know whether valuation for cyclical stocks are very high already?
Yes, sir. Okay, so seeking bottom, right? How are we getting into a bottom? I think this friend is asking this question. Well, I can say I don't know. We cannot fish the bottom. We cannot fish the bottom. We have to look into. We have to make each trade case by case. Okay. So if you, just like I said before, if you make an equation, an equal sign between rising rates, rising yields, and with tech stocks falling, I don't do that. I don't do that. Look at each stocks. Look at each stock. It has special characteristic. Okay. Even if rising rates, rising yields, some tech stock are doing well. Okay. Yes.
All right, Ming. The rest of the questions that we have are related to a particular stock. Do you want to cover it, like PayPal, Salesforce, Motorola, and Citigroup?
Wow. Those stocks, but we, sorry, I would like to cover those stocks, but it is not covered today. Maybe we, well, if there are high demand three, maybe we make another one webinar to talk about those.
Yes.
Right?
All right. For the audience, thank you for being a wonderful audience today. I'm gonna book another session with Ming Lam next month. So if you have any particular topics that you like Ming to cover, please
Yes.
let us know in the feedback form right after the webinar. Okay. Ming, before we go, can I just ask you a quick question from
Yes, sir.
one of the attendees? Did you foresee the sell-off from tech stocks in February 2021? If yes, was technical analysis able to tell you that?
Sorry, Sweet, I cannot hear very well. Can you? So those who sold stock in February, what?
Yes. Did you foresee the sell-off from tech stocks in February 2021? If yes, was technical analysis able to tell you that?
In 2021, well, you cannot use technical analysis for well, I can see it is a rather short term for the moment. We can look for if you say well, use technical analysis to look for the following 9 months market development. I think it is a little bit far. Okay, we have to trade. Well, there is a saying that market is a continuum. Okay, never stop. Markets never stop. But as a trader, investor, you have to make a discrete trade by trade. Okay. I don't find it well, there is a point in predicting well, another crash in September or another crash in October. Hey, you know what? Well, September is the month we have most stock market crash. I don't do that. In fact, I don't do that. I look at the market case by case, just like I share with you today. I look at the technical. Okay, at the moment, at what level, which level, above which level, I'm bullish. And then if this key support is broken, okay, I raise my hand and I say, hey, I have to turn my wheel, something like this. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Ming. And thank you so much for your wonderful questions today and for being a wonderful audience. Please let us know what you like Ming to cover today. For our next session coming up next month.
Session.
And we'll arrange a topic that caters to the questions that we received the most. Okay. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Catch you in our next webinar. And thank you once again for joining us today, Ming Lam.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. See you next time.
All right. See you and stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.